Hello, my name is Sam Garforth. I'm a cloud architect in the UK, and I'd like to give you a demo of running CAMs on Bluemix. So that's Cloud Analytics, Mobile and Social. Bluemix is IBM's platform as a service for developing systems of engagement, such as CAMs, and I'm going to demonstrate an application running on it. So this is the application. It's a sentiment analysis application, social analytics application. So you can see it'll run in Bluemix. It'll take inputs from Twitter, and it can be used by sales and marketing people. It can send messages through our partner applications, software as a service to Twilio, through SMS to mobile. It can send emails through SendGrid to emails, and it uses the cloud and database. And it also uses WebSphere cast iron to connect to the back-end infrastructure. So let's just get going straight away. Move on to DevOps Services, which is the development component of Bluemix, and let's create a project. So we'll call the project CAMs. We'll create a Git repository for it, and we want to deploy it to Bluemix. We'll put it in my own organization and press create. So that'll take a minute, it says, to create this application. So this is the DevOps services. So this is like the equivalent of Rational Team Concert, where we do our software development lifecycle for the project. And it can be used for collaboration. It's the central source of the truth for different people to collaborate and edit their code. So this is the base project, and I'll click on Edit Code. Now, I've actually created some code already on my PC. IBM doesn't restrict people to having to use DevOps services for writing the code, although you can do it. But in this case, I've developed it on the PC, and now I'm just going to upload it into DevOps services. So that's now uploaded. We can look at the source code. You can see the source code is all in here. So you've got the Ruby code for connecting to Twilio, Ruby code for doing a tweet search using the cloud and database, and cloud integration, and so on. So that's all there. We've uploaded our application. We've had a look at it. We now want to deploy it onto Bluemix. So we'll select Deploy. We will choose our organization. We'll call the application CAMs on Bluemix and give it a host name of CAMs on Bluemix as well. And we'll deploy that. So hopefully this will deploy onto Bluemix. Now, normally, if you were developing an application, you wanted to run a prototype, you'd have to request floor space, you'd have to request a server, get somebody to come and install it, put the operating system on, put the middleware on, the cloud and database, configure all that, and then you could finally get started putting your test application on there. Whereas this is all happening now. The Bluemix is requesting the infrastructure to put the application on, getting it all up and running, and is deploying this application onto that. So hopefully, although it's taking a minute or two, hopefully this will be a lot faster than having to request that from your data center. So let's view and manage the application on Dev. So let's go over to Bluemix, and we can see now that the application is running. We can see it's a Ruby application. We've got one instance of it with a memory quota of 1, and we could increase that if we had an issue with capacity or something, or we could set up a dynamic thing to see whether we were dealing with capacity, and we could scale it up and down as necessary. And now, hopefully, it's running. So let's click on the application itself. You can see this is now out on the public internet. This application called cams.mybluemix.net. That's a public URL. And this is the application up and running. And it's a sentiment analysis thing. So say you were a company called Made Up Name, and you wanted to see how your company and your product was being used in the market. You could go and look on Twitter. So let's quickly go into Twitter, and I'll do a tweet. I'll say something like, not very happy with Made Up Name. believe that. I'll do a tweet like that. That's the kind of thing. So there's be lots of people out in the market, all using your company or using your product and expressing themselves on the net. And so as a company, you can now go and search Twitter using this sentiment analysis website. So just go to made up name and do a search. You can see straight away my tweet has appeared in the list, and lots of other people's tweets have appeared as well, all saying whether or not they're happy with the tweet, with the application. And we've done some sentiment analysis on it, and we can see that 12 people are saying bad things, 3 people are saying good things, and 3 people are indifferent. So straight away we're getting an overall impression of how what people think of Made Up Name as a company. And then we can go in and look at this person who's tweeted, say this person's called Sam J. Garforth, we'll tweet to them and find out how influential they are. And obviously this person's very influential. They've got 866 followers. So it's probably worth doing something to make sure that that person's happy. And that we can find out more about that person. Actually, we can see a detailed personality analysis of Sam J. Garforth. So it now looks at lots of tweets by this person, and you can see that they're 90% open, 66% conscientious, not very agreeable apparently, and you can see that they tweet mainly at noon on certain days, and get detailed information about what sort of person they are. And that might help you if you want to call them up and have this conversation. Do you want to start by talking about the weather? Do you want to just go straight into talking about the problem? So we've got a bit of information about that person now. And so we can search our customer database for them. If we already know them, we can get more information. Maybe send a tweet. So let's send a tweet to, send that tweet to my phone. So let's send that tweet to my phone. And then maybe we can see it on my phone. I'll just type in my password on my phone and then show you my phone. And you should see, here we are. We've got a message has been sent from my Twilio account. So let's go and look at that message. There it is. You can see that tweet has been sent, and that Sam Garforth is not very happy with Made Up Name. So that's integration with mobile. Similarly, we could email that. We could send it as an email, and let's send that email to me, garforth@ibm.com. Obviously, if I was that sort of person, email sent successfully. So, effectively, we're sending this to the CRM people, telling them that they need to go ahead and do something to contact this person and make them happier. So there's the thing. You can see integration with social analytics, mobile. But the important thing is that it was very quickly set up using cloud. Okay, and so back to this, just to say thank you. My name's Sam Garforth. Please contact me if you want to hear any more.